How's it going, you beautiful bastards? I'm HoloVices and welcome back to another Plants vs Zombies fan game. Here I was thinking that the prior game that we played was the best PvZ fan game out there, but oh boy, was I wrong, because this is PvZ Last Adventure. Now, PvZ Last Adventure is a game that has a ton of content. I've clocked in probably like 4 hours or so, and I'm not even like finished with the first world yet. As you can see, there is quite a few stages / worlds over here. We've got Johnny's house, which is the first level. I believe this is Johnny, aka Johnny Dave Blazing, which is our favorite pothead, Crazy Dave, of course. I believe this is his house during the daytime. Then we have his house at the nighttime. We've got the Taco Park, and then we have the green screen theater, or the green screen theater, depending on what mood you're in. We've also got this over here, which seems to be locked. Either you're going to unlock that later on, or it will be added later on into the game. Either way, this game already has a ton of content, especially for a fan game. I mean, honestly, this just feels like a lost spin-off official Plants vs Zombies game. That is what this feels like. And as you can see over here, I've already bought some of the plant seeds, but there is a ton of plants that you can immediately, from like off of the bat, buy in this shop. All of these plants are available. You can buy them and use them in game. As you can see, here is our favorite pothead greeting us over here and giving us some interesting facts about the plants. Now, the game, I am kind of like stuck over here at Johnny's house, because as you can see, there is a ton of levels, and the latest level over here that I was at, I believe, is level 21. Yeah, level 20. So for some reason, I just can't get past level 20. The game, like whenever I finish off the waves at the end of the level, it doesn't continue. The game just doesn't end. The game doesn't proceed. And now it kind of like has me stuck over here. I can't seem to beat this. I can't clear this stage over here. And it's a shame, because it seems like I'm going to unlock the chomper over there. This little plant over here, which I'm not too familiar with. And then this one, which I believe is from PvZ 2. And I mean, it's 3 plants to miss out on, which I guess ain't that much. So we're just going to go on and move on to the night levels over here. Let's see. We've got the sunflower, the sun shroom over there. We've got the potato mine. We've got the puff shroom. Looking good so far. A lot of OG plants. We've got the bigger puff shroom. I don't remember its name. I don't know what that is. That looks very interesting. Then we've also got this one over here that gets scared. The scaredy cat shroom. We've got what is this called? The grave chomper? Grave digger? I don't remember. We've got the hypno shroom over there. We've got the freezing one. And then I have no idea what that is. We've also got the magnet over there. And yeah, so this level over here has a ton of plants that we are familiar with from the OG game. Now, a lot of the plants in this game are unique, you know, like a lot of community made plants, but then there are also a lot of plants from the official PvZ games. And hello again, Johnny. I'll see. It's night for you. Wait, am I Johnny? Wait, I thought his name was Johnny. John Blazing. Yeah, something like that. I remember that. Wait, I'll have to fact check myself during editing. I'll see. It's night for you, but it's not for me yet. You already know that you will get 2 times the sun at night, right? It's good that there are fewer zombies on the lawn at this time. Okay, so it's going to be less zombies and less sun. That's a really good equilibrium. I like that balance of the universe. So as you can see here, there's also a ton of plants overall in this game. And I have been playing for a while and I haven't even unlocked half of them yet. Now, one of my favorite ones so far is actually the peanut. And the peanut is one that I got in this store, and it is actually very useful. We've also got the spikes over here. We're going to use, I'm assuming that is a cat. I'm not sure what that plant is exactly. We've got this, and then what else should we use? Maybe we should use some cherry bombs just for in case, you feel me? Now, basically what this game does is everything that you would want in a Plants vs Zombies game. I mean, it just feels like they took the recipe for a PvZ game, the lane-based tower defense style of gameplay. It feels like they just really took that and improved upon it to a point where it just feels like it works. You know, it feels like a masterpiece at this point. Now, at first you might think, hey, visually, it doesn't look that good. Now, need I remind you that even PvZ 1, you're just looking back at it through a nostalgia scope. You feel me? That game never looked as good as you remember it being. And I mean, this game, it just takes a different approach with a completely new art style, something that we haven't seen in a PvZ game before. I mean, it is taking a 2D pixelated art style like direction for the art style, and that is what I really like about it. That is actually something that grew on me very fast, pun not intended, and I unironically dig it. I really do. The art style is very nice. There is a ton of different unique zombies as well. Each of them, of course, different and unique in their own way. Some of them are just normal, you know, like different variants of the normal zombies, like the male and female ones. You've also got then like different unique ones. There's one of the stops, like a stop sign that kind of just stands in one place. He kind of just like brings himself to a stop. And he's a pretty tough, like, formidable opponent to go off against. And, you know, you've got a lot of, like, returning zombies as well. You've got the cone heads, you've got your bucket zombies, stuff like that. There is a lot of content in this game. I need not say that twice, man, and I'm just gonna keep saying it because honestly it is the truth. For a fan game, this has a surprising amount of content. The second thing, like after the visuals, is the audio, like the official soundtrack of this game. A lot of people at first are probably gonna be like, huh, this doesn't necessarily sound like Plants vs. Zombies. I mean, in the previous fan game that we played, the music in that game was a very Plants vs. Zombies-esque. In this game, immediately off the bat, like the first impression that you can make in the main menu with the main menu music is that this doesn't sound very Plants vs. Zombies-esque. It doesn't sound like it's got that Lara Shigihara spice to it. I mean, of course, they do use some of the original tracks in this game, but the rest of it is completely original, at least as far as I know. And I'm not gonna lie, I love the original soundtrack as well. It took a while to grow on me, but eventually it did. And the soundtrack for this game, the original soundtrack, is actually great. It's honestly phenomenal. It fits perfectly with the art style and the entire vibe of the game. And like I said, pun not intended, eventually it did grow on me. The visuals, the music, the sound effects are of course straight from Plants vs. Zombies 1. Another big thing that I want to talk about is, like I said, it feels like they kind of perfected the gameplay of the lane-based tower defense games like PvZ. And one of the reasons why I'm saying that is because, look at this, it actually has a fast forward option, which is something that I don't see in a lot of PvZ games, not in the fan games or in the first few official games. Unfortunately, this is not always a thing, and it is definitely a vital part of any PvZ game. I believe that this should be a mandatory feature if you make a fan game in the future, or any tower defense game for that matter. And I mean, the same thing goes for over here. As you can see, we've got this little plant thingy over here, which is also from Plants vs. Zombies 2. Another great feature that I think got kind of like poorly executed in that game, but over here in this game it is actually perfectly executed. I mean, I ain't even gonna lie to you, this is a great way to use it. I mean, I'll show it to you in a second over here. I'm just waiting for the sun. Oh yeah, now that I'm like talking about the sun, let me mention that real quick. So as you've probably noticed, I don't have any sunflowers over here. What? How am I getting sun if I don't have any sunflowers? That's kind of weird, isn't it? Well, not at all, because as you can see down here at the bottom left, the sun actually regenerate on its own. I don't have to constantly like plant sunflowers and click sun to collect it. It automatically collects on its own every few seconds, which is actually a really good feature, and also something that I think should be mandatory in PvZ games. Now, another thing like that I was busy talking about was the power-up plant, which was also a feature in PvZ 2. Now, the power-up plant in this is exceptionally good because not only does it temporarily power up your plant, but most of the times on certain plants the effect will last permanently, and you will literally be able to have a plant that is twice as powerful as it was, only because of a power-up leaf or whatever that thing is called. It seems that I have unlocked a new plant over here. I got a cacti thingy. I'm not even getting any nighttime plants. Now that I'm like realizing this, I'm not getting any nighttime plants. I've got a lily pad though. I've got the cactus like shooter thingy. And I'm just gonna go ahead and play it safe over here. Go with what I know. I'm gonna go ahead and choose these few. Okay, actually I'm gonna replace this one. I can't replace them, which is something in this game, a little bug that kind of sucks. Now I'm not sure why they're giving me lily pads. If this isn't a water level, this is still a night level, and I don't have any night themed plants. But hey, we're balling, we're going with it, and we're growing with it. Now, yeah, so I've basically talked about most of what I wanted to in this game. I mean, I've only played it for a few hours so far, and this was practically just my first impressions as somebody that has been a long time fan and supporter of Plants vs. Zombies and everything related. Now, recently I've been digging down the rabbit hole of PvZ fan games, so I would like to ask you if you are familiar with any ones that are good or maybe even better than this and the previous one that I played. Please do leave your suggestions down below in the comments, and I will surely check out the game. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more similar content. And overall, I'm saying that this is a really good game. It really feels like a lost Plants vs. Zombies spin-off that never got released or something, and that is why I really dig this. Once again, pun not intended. And I'm going to go ahead and give a massive shout out to the developers and everybody involved in the making of this game. You'll also be able to download it directly from the link below in the description, completely for free. So go ahead and play it and try it out for yourself. Also support the developers in any way that you can. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have an amazing day, and I'll see y'all again next time. Peace out.